We are back with the rating climb. Currently, I'm 502. Let's find the opponent. We start off with the Patreon man from Mr. Canada 493. Okay, e4 is the way. We start off with the king's pawn. Pro play d5, simple business. I'll develop the knight and attack the pawn. Develop the pieces. f6. Bro, this is literally the worst opening. They think they can save the pawn by the pawn. But the problem is, this diagonal becomes super duper weak. You can actually just sacrifice the knight right here. And the problem is, after takes, you get to do the early queen attack. Check him out. If he pushes, you can take this pawn, attack the king, and simply win the rook. Bro, I thought he was gonna go king here. Oh, no. We take and we win the rook, we win the game, we win the house, and we live a happy, dappy life. Okay, maybe, that's an interesting choice. We do win the rook. He can take and give a check, not a problem. Maybe he can go knight here and try to trap the queen. That is solid, nice. Now knight covers this and this. If the king was not there, maybe bishop here could lead to some trapping, but that's not the scene. So how does the queen not get trapped? I can't push and all. He is threatening to take. I mean, I just want to develop the knight, because I'm somehow not scared about the queen. Because I feel like I will get d4 push, some bishop here and we'll chill. Yeah, wait. Yeah, for some reason I'm not scared. But this pin is kind of annoying. Queen here, I'm happy to trade. Okay. Maybe he castles and then traps the queen. Okay, we'll push. Simply save the center pawn. Could have gone d4. Maybe that was the better way, because now the bishop is kind of stuck. Okay, now the king is away. Now it's actually a problem. Oh, did he troll? He almost trolled. Wait, he actually trolled. Because bishop here does trap the queen. Huh. Maybe knight here d3 was a bit too slow. Nah, we fine. Yeah, we're the best. We got bishop here, which was the plan behind d3 to attack the knight. And luckily, after bishop here to remove this knight, he might go here to attack. But we can take. That way, this pawn is not defended by the knight. He takes, we take, and we don't get absolutely rolled by a 400. Okay, solid choice. He thinks if I do nothing, the queen is trapped, because the queen is completely trapped. He did a good job. He pushed the pawn, got the king out, and then bishop here. So kudos to him. But sadly, bishop g5 just saves the queen. I can take, and he can't take because the queen is dying. And if you got to take back, that 7 is through. So lucky for us, bishop here just gets the job done. Maybe I could have got knight here. Yeah, he thinks he wins the queen, but we take it out. We get 2 pieces. He get 2 pieces. It's just equal trade. But I won. Wait, it's not an equal trade. Oh, it's an equal trade. Yeah. We are rook up because we sacrificed the knight here and won the rook in the opening. Now we just rook up. So focus on king safety. Castle is the way. Okay, pawn push, cover this, no problem. I want to get this bishop out. Maybe I can go this way, or maybe I can push and go this way. Or I can also give a check. That's kind of good. Also, there's a free check. And if he goes to the right side or somewhere random, knight here can win us the rook in the corner. So that's a juicy idea. Probably he goes here to save it. But if he goes here, bishop is sad. So it's kind of a cheap trick. I put a knight on a good square. I give a check. Only good move is this. Do not block the bishop and cover this. Otherwise, we hop and chop and we stay happy. Yeah, this saves it, but then the bishop is sad. And now I can go with the other idea to get the bishop from this side and check him out and be very cheesy. Probably I don't win any material. But at least I get the knight out with tempo, get the bishop out with free tempo. Give a check. Yeah. Ooh, that's bad. The pawn here was doing a good job covering this square. Now he pushed it, so it's not covered. Now the knight can simply go there, give a check, and win the rook. So yeah, he had to simply develop. Development was the need. The pony is there, gives the check, says hello to the rook, and wins the game. Bro goes to left or somewhere, and I mean, if he goes here, we can even take the bishop, but rook is better. Rook is just better. He cannot even go there to try to trap the knight. Okay, that's a good idea. Now we can't go out because the knight is there. But if I can just remove the knight, we are out. So the bishop one can go there, kick out the knight so that my knight is free to come back home. And that way we are just two rooks happy. Yes, remove the knight. He got to take, and our knight is not in prison. He gets out. Is he planning on not taking or what? Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not. Okay. He's actually not. Are we getting the resign? Or are we getting the giga stall? That is the question. Giga stall or resign? Huh. I guess it's a giga stall angle. Bro is gonna cry for 8 minutes, man. Not nice. Not nice. I mean, if he takes, we are out. Okay, he took some time and took it. Not giga stall. We out. Knight is out. We don't mind the trade. We can slowly push the pawn. We would need a new queen to win the game. So this game is gonna take. I can go there. But whenever you're up, you should trade. So we'll simplify. Even though my knight here was so good. And bishop was so weird. It's fine. Now we can just push. Get the rook out. Push, 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 push. Keep pushing the pawns to the victory land. Okay, bishop here looks good. Put the rook behind the pawn so that the pawn can be helped. Check is fine. We can just slide in. No worries. One bishop, not a problem. All we want to do is push. Okay, bishop and back. We push. He take. We take. Maybe bishop comes back to stop the parcel, but we got another rook. We got another pawn. We got another pawn. We got all the juicers ready to roll the Canadian pig. Okay, he pushed it. Huh. Closing out the position is kind of good for him, but we are too much material up. I push. He probably goes king here to stop it, but we push again. But the king blocks it. Okay, we go rook here, bring the other rook to protect the pawn, and then bro, it's kind of annoying. Yeah, I was hoping to take and go check and make a queen, but he protected it. It's fine. We can push, remove the pawn, and then finally the rook goes in. Yeah, this bishop is being kind of annoying, not gonna lie. Making this 2 rook up position work too hard for us. Push it to win it. Even if I take, I do take this, but I don't go there because the bishop is there, man. This is one crazy cracked up bishop, man. Okay, we go there. Oh, he has bishop here. If I go there and the pawn lives. Why is the... Oh, we can do it the other way. Now the G file is open. I don't need to go this way. I can go this way with the same idea to check and queen. Oof. So H4 was multi-purpose idea for us. And if bishop here to block it out, I can just sacrifice because the goal is to kick the king to get a new queen. That's all we want. Okay, he allowed the rook through. The king has to go out. Bro can't take the rook. We got the protection. King goes out. We make a new queen. And with the power of one biggie queen and 2 teeny tiny rooks, we should be able to get our checkmate. Now, how or where is the mate? He resigned. Let's go. Plus 20. Time to find the new dummy. Who we getting? The ninja is there. Double white, 2 knights the knight. E4, king's pawn. Knight attacks the pawn. Now, how do we go about this? I can go knight here, pawn here, queen here, pawn here to save it. But this just feels like I got to push it to kick it. Probably he should go here. This is some Alekine opening business. Wait, I don't think that's the way. Because now he can't go here or here. And forward was never an option. Bro got 2 squares left. I think he should be trapped. So I need to find a move to cover both of these squares like in one move. If I attack, he can actually run. So I think if I push this pawn double, this square is covered and he can't go there because the bishop is there. But maybe he can still run away. But d4 just feels like a good move. I make this pawn stronger. I develop both the bishops and I also corner the knight. Now, move like maybe f3. Okay, if I attack the knight, he can actually go there. I really want to trap the knight, but I don't think it's trappable. Like, I would need a move like bishop here, but knight is there. Do we go h4 just to trap the knight? It's a risky idea. Let's see where all can the knight go. He can go here, covered by the pawn, covered by the pawn, covered by the pawn. That's the only square. Wait, I think queen here works. That way I attack the knight and cover this. But the problem with queen here is he has f5 to save the knight. And check is never a problem because there's g6. And after queen here f5, if I take, he will just take back with the knight and life is good. So h4 might be the way to corner the knight completely. But I don't know if that works because I think he might go d6 to try to free the knight. But maybe f... No, bro, we're trying way too hard to trap the knight. Way too hard. Yeah, way too hard. We should just let the knight chill. Let me just go develop bishop here, attack the knight. If it goes g5, it's fine. Queen here feels good. At least we get f5 out of it. Oh man, I don't know what to do, bro. We actually don't know. We want the knight, but it's not there. I mean, bishop here is just simple. Develop, attack. Bro goes, I don't know, d5 knight here. He's happy. He's a happy kiddo. Yeah, I think it doesn't work, man. It doesn't work. h4 also weakens this, so we can never go f3 to trap the knight. It's a sad, depressing night. They just got to live. Yeah, I guess we'll just develop. Wait, if I go here, don't tell me he wants to go queen here and attack us out like that. Well, that's kind of troll. Just develop the knight, right? Yeah, just develop the knight. Let the knight chill. I develop. I cover g5, so knight can't go there. Queen can't go there, looking for some cheap scholars mate. The knight sadly would not get trapped, even though I tried 5 minutes to trap that pony out. The pony got to live. We wasted 5 minutes. Okay, bro, checked. We can block, but then the knight will take it. So just push it to kick it. Yeah, bro, I actually tried 5 minutes to trap a knight, which was apparently not trappable. Because whenever I go attacking, he has this annoying d5 saving the knight. And if I take, knight just goes back. So surprisingly, knight is fine. Oh, I think what? I don't know what he thought. It's just protected by the pawn. He thinks he can take with the knight, but the knight is there, so I don't know. Yeah, not sure. I think he messed up the mathematics there. Maybe he thought he could take, but even if he could take, he would get 2 pawns for the piece, so it was not really worth it. So, not sure what went on there. Now we just develop, attack the knight. He got to go d5 to save the knight, and we do not touch the knight. We can take it. Maybe we should take it, but we got the piece. Castle before move 10. King safety. Both the bishops are out. One knight is out. This knight will get out one day. All we want to do, castle. King safety. We're already piece up. We don't need anything else. f5 does the same job to save the knight. It's kind of tempting to take this time, because this kind of weakens the king. And after some kind of takes, I can hop the pony to attack the pawn. So no king safety for us, because this is a bad looking pawn. Knight here, knight takes, knight here. Looks like a good knight adventure for us. It's fine. Bro got to take. There's no way he cannot not take. So, and our knight is under attack, so we can go back. That works. But somehow knight here looks better. Bro cannot take it. The bishop is there to protect it. And we just want to win this pawn and put our knight on the juicy d6 outpost. Also, maybe I can look to queen check into some attack. Let's say he castles. We can bring the queen, and there's a mate here. He can push and save it, but like a move like this to kick the knight is just dead. He's dead. Because there's no f pawn, so queen can check from this side. So like actually this is better than this. This gives him the chance to push it, to kick it, to lose the entire game in one move. Yeah, this is how you ask your opponent to please blunder the game away. And the knight is kind of annoying there. So it is very tempting to push and kick it. It is pretty tempting. Probably just castle. Or maybe... Oh, he did it. No, he did it. Yeah, the knight is too annoying. You got to kick. We can take the pawn, but look for something better. Bring the queen, check out the king. Left, right, wherever. Queen f7. The good. Scholar's mate. Pawn can be pushed, but nobody is there. No f pawn. We chop. We in. We roll the kid in the blanket. Yeah, it's doomed. This is why f5 was risky. This is why I suggested d5 to save the knight instead of f. Because the king became a bit questionable. Yeah, and putting the knight here instead of knight here to attack the same pawn turned out to be a game changer. GG's to us. Plus 18. Oh, okay.